And we are live. You already know who it is. My name is Mike Kyle, aka the Fantasy Vulture. I have over a decade worth of fantasy football experience and have continuously competed for fantasy championships over the course of the past 8 seasons. Let's make it 9 in 2021. But enough of me. I'm here for you. On today's episode of the FB Show, we're going to continue our run of 2021 NFL Draft prospects and their profiles, breaking down all the incoming offensive players in this draft that are going to impact your fantasy teams this season and beyond. Up next, we're going to be talking about Memphis running back Kenny Gainwell, one of the most electric prospects in this class. So if you're excited for this video, be sure to hit that like button down below, smash that subscribe button as well so you never miss a video from me. And last but not least, you can follow me on all social media platforms at FF Vulture. A lot of content coming over there. And finally, check out the website ffvulture.com for some premium fantasy football packages. I do appreciate all the love over there. I'm honestly just ready to go, so we're just going to dive right in to Memphis running back Kenny Gainwell, and am I excited for this. So we are using JustBombProductions for the highlights, so shout out to JBP, and let's get rolling, shall we? Alright, Kenny Gainwell. Actually, let's turn this music up too. There we go. Alright, Kenny Gainwell. Simply put, guys, he's a smaller Antonio Gibson, and if you guys know anything about me and you guys have been fans of the channel for a while, you know how much I adore Antonio Gibson. Going through some of Gainwell's measurables, he's 22 years old, 5'10", 190 pounds, and this dude ran a 4.4740 at his pro day. Holy shit. This now kind of like just brings me to a whole other tangent. We pretty historically view Clemson as wide receiver U, just like the wide receivers that always come out of Clemson seem to produce at a high level in the NFL. I think we are approaching the point where Memphis is going to become running back U. You look at the running backs that they've produced in the NFL so far, Antonio Gibson, Tony Pollard, and Darrell Henderson, just to name a few recent ones, and Kenny Gainwell is going to be the next one on that list. So life, death, Memphis running backs might be the new motto. And literally just as I'm watching his tape, it's holy shit, oh, he's just a smaller Antonio Gibson. And then I thought about it maybe just a little bit more, and he actually reminds me a lot of Lynn Bowden from Kentucky. If you guys aren't familiar with Lynn Bowden, currently plays for the Dolphins, and the way that Bowden was used throughout the course of his career at Kentucky, he played wide receiver, he played running back, and he played quarterback for a bit as well. And he just has a very, very similar just athletic build and profile that Kenny Gainwell does. Let's go through, actually, let's keep talking about Kenny Gainwell just a little bit before I dive into some of his stats here. Like, to me, when I'm watching him, it literally looks like he is a smaller, faster Antonio Gibson. Like, this dude is just so fucking cold. One of the things that I remember saying when I was talking about Antonio Gibson last season was this was a running back that plays wide receiver. However, I think for Gainwell, it's the reverse. It's a wide receiver playing running back, and I think that makes it a lot more fun because you know the speed and the agility that a wide receiver has. Example A, right there. And then obviously being able to just get chunk play after big play on the ground. Again, like so, it's really interesting to have that role reversed because, you know, we are so used to running backs that are pass catchers. But what about pass catchers that are running backs? And that's just a really unique perspective that I think makes Kenny Gainwell a fascinating prospect in this draft. He did sit out 2020 just due to COVID concerns, and gotta be honest with you, probably a good decision. Like, these are all his highlights from 2019, and it was just one of those things where it's like, after the season that he put together, why come back? There really is no reason to. And then last comment is just holy fuck. This dude is so good. He's just, again, when I'm watching highlights, I'm going to bang this drum until it gets through everybody's head. when I'm watching highlights, if you are not head and shoulders the best player on your highlight tape, I'm not really interested. And very similar to Javonte Williams, Kenny Gainwell has that eye-popping factor. Just the shit that he does and how he does it is so good. But let's just dive into some of the stats now. Just kind of expand on this just a little bit more here. And just give you guys the better overall scope of what exactly I'm talking about when it comes to Kenny Gainwell. So, this dude had 231 carries and had 1,400 rushing yards, so 231, 1,400 on the ground. But what about through the air, as we just saw right there? 61 targets, 51 receptions, and 600 receiving yards. Oh, and 16 total touchdowns. Like, this dude does everything. He does everything, and it's wild. It literally is. It's the Antonio Gibson, it's the Christian McCaffrey, it's the Austin Eckler just package. But again, the reason why it feels so different is because you look at what he does through the air and it feels like he's a wide receiver first. Like, his pass catching ability is that fucking elite, and you just combine that again with his build also being more so of a wide receiver than a running back, right? He's only 190, only 5'10", so I feel like that's where this gets interesting as well, is you just look at the makeup and his play style, and it screams wide receiver. But he's a running back, and it's just, oh my goodness, it's so damn exciting. That's why for his profile / play style, I have athlete written down, right? So I pretty much break these up into like 4 categories. There's power, there's speed, athlete, and combo. Combo is the most ideal one, but I also just prefer athlete as well, because I think running back is so much more of an athlete, like an overall build type where you need to be successful. And I mean, just what you're watching, right? Like, this dude's just a peak athlete. Just a peak athlete, a freak athlete. It really is so damn impressive. So when it comes to player comparisons, who do you compare this guy to? Well, I gave you 3 examples already. A smaller Antonio Gibson, Lynn Bowden, but like the thing about Lynn Bowden is like just collegiately more Lynn Bowden, and because professionally Lynn Bowden hasn't done anything. But the one that I settled on that I really love for Kenny Gainwell, given his size, his play style, and his abilities, is Austin Eckler. I just feel like he fits that Eckler role so perfect. And you have to remember the thing about Eckler, right? Eckler started off as a third down running back and has shifted into this guy who gets the majority of the work. And I think Kenny Gainwell is going to be kind of in that same boat. And I'm fascinated to know how teams are going to utilize Kenny Gainwell going forward. Like, it's just one of those things where you look at the running backs in this class, like, I think by far and away Kenny Gainwell is the most electric, bar none. And it's just a matter of, one, where does he go, but then where is he utilized? And the reason why that matters is because, like, I don't know how you watch this guy's tape and don't see superstar written in gold lettering. He just does everything at such a high level, and him sitting out 2020, again, I think it was a good thing. But now I feel like that overall, maybe like there is like this little cloud over him where it's like, well, we don't know your name as well as some of these other running backs, right? It is the one flaw with sitting out, is that everybody else has the ability to take a next level jump and kind of surpass you. But just looking at what he did this year, you see the speed, you see the tools that he has, and I'm so fucking excited. I'm really excited for this kid. So if I had to slot him into anywhere, he's currently my running back 4 right now, so he is my top guy outside of the big 3, and that really is just based off of the Antonio Gibson effect. It really is. I'm especially when it comes to fantasy football and how we view some of these guys, is there really is a premium for pass catching running backs. And if we're getting these dudes who can do incredible things on the ground and through the air, we need to place that premium value on these guys. And I would say, like, the only reason why he's not in that top 3 is just because of the certainty that the other 3 guys have. Like, if you told me Kenny Gainwell just after 2020 was firmly cemented into like that top tier, and we're just looking at it that way, I probably have Kenny Gainwell like number 1 or number 2, like, just to be brutally honest, right? But he's not, unfortunately, right? Like, he's missing like that half step, just that half step. But like, just to kind of just tell you guys how much I love him, like, I feel like I've gassed him up enough in this video. Just an incredible talent, does everything, profiles extremely well for the current NFL, and I hope and pray that he lands in a great landing spot to make him viable for fantasy, not only during his rookie season, but for many years to come. So that's Kenny Gainwell, running back out of Memphis, running back should I add, and I'm so excited for this kid, and I'm ready to see where he lands in this draft. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. We got like 30 rookie videos coming out over the course of the next week and a half. Let me know your thoughts on Kenny Gainwell actually in the comments section too. Follow me on all social media platforms at FFVulture, and check out the website ffvulture.com. Remember, people come and go, but fantasy championships are forever, and I will see you next time.